Within the last 20 years, within the last 2 decades, over 1 million people have died due to drug overdose. Welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about a very important news out there. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved for the first time of this drug to come over the counter, an opioid antidote, which can be used to save lives. What we're talking about is as simple as this. Some people are able to come back to life after overdosing on opiates, some particular forms of opiates, which include heroin, as well as the drugs that end up on the street, oxycontin, oxycodone, and any of those opiates that you can think of. Previously being prescription only, so if you need it, you have to come to the pharmacy. Pharmacists are allowed to prescribe it, per your state-owned regulations, and it was a little bit cumbersome to be able to get people to get this drug with them. And also the availability, if a pharmacy is closed, you can get access to it, but you may need it when the pharmacy is closed, especially now that pharmacies are closing even earlier than it used to be. This is what we have known it to be called as a Naloxone. Naloxone nasal spray, or the brand name called Narcan. Narcan is the drug I'm talking about. When people are dying of this, with this antidote, what can happen is that a nasal spray in your nose or in one nostril will bring you right back up and you will not die. Now, if for any reason that one spray does not work, the drug is made to have at least 2 sprays, and then another spray can be done or can be sprayed into your nostril, the other nostril, and you come right back. And so this is very important news. Why? This is because many people are dying of opiate overdose, of drug overdose. Let's use it, of drug overdose. Within the last 20 years, within the last 2 decades, over 1 million people have died due to drug overdose. If it hasn't happened to you, you would easily jerk and say that, hey, they want it and now they're dying, just let me alone. But when it hits close to home, when you have somebody you know, or people who may, be close to you, and then up dead just because they tried something that they did not know was laced with some strong opiate like fentanyl. Many high school students, college students, young people are dying because they thought they were doing some form of a small drug, not knowing that that drug had been laced with fentanyl, which is a very potent opiate, and they just died after that. Now, with this, if somebody is passing out, if somebody is dying just because of this, all you got to do is give them a spray in their nostril, and then they will come back to life. What a good thing. I like this news. Maybe it's because I'm in healthcare, but this is going to potentially save lots of lives. FDA has urged the manufacturer to make it readily available and at an affordable cost so that most people can afford this. At least have some in your house, no matter how good your kids are, no matter how great your family members are, just have some on you. Have some in your bag so that if you come across somebody who may be passing out or who may be dying because of opiate overdose, because of fentanyl overdose, because of drug overdose, you can spray in that person's nostril and you become a magician right there. That person will come right back up. And I hope that this is going to save a lot of lives, because the news out there is bad. Many people are dying, not knowing that the drug that they thought was just, to make them a little high was laced with a strong, potent opiate like fentanyl, ending up dead for the most part. So now, let's go out there and shop for it as soon as it becomes available. But even before it comes over the counter, where you don't need a doctor's or pharmacist's approval to get it, even now, if you need something like that, talk to your doctor, talk to your pharmacist, and you have the ability to get that, and you may potentially save a life even before it becomes readily available on the shelf. So that's the great news out there, and I hope you enjoyed it. Tell somebody about it. If you know somebody who's struggling with drug use, tell them to grab some and keep on them, just in case, or their friends or their family members should have some, just in case something like that happens. We are not saying that we're going to open the door for more people to do drugs. No, that's not what this is about. This is about preventing deaths from accidental drug overdose. And you never know who is using drugs. You may not know until you hear that they are gone. So let's be compassionate and support this move by the FDA. And I'm happy and excited just because this is going to save lives. And so thanks for watching. Beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. Thank you.